Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and we have a new Loki trailer from the Marvel Disney Plus series I am most stoked to see. I literally woke up to this over here on the West Coast. There was an earthquake in the middle of the night. Turns out that was just Loki arriving in this timeline. So here I'm gonna do my quick, raw reaction to this trailer. Some of the big highlights, start to explain what this madness is, and then sometime later I'm gonna be able to go through this shot by shot, frame by frame for all the Easter eggs that we missed. In the meantime, here we go. Oh, she's got it. Okay, so this is right after.
What this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Sign this too.
I love it. This looks so good.
We protect the proper flow of time. You picked up the Tesseract, breaking reality. Oh, I want you to help us fix it.
Oh, I love a timeline.
Why me?
I need your unique Loki perspective.
Low
Do I
key.
get a weapon?
Respect. I'm so freaking stoked.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us.
It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10 steps ahead of you.
You're not big on trust, are you?
You can trust me.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
I'd never do it again.
Oh my god. God bless this god of mischief. You know, folks, when I see trailers like this, there's a part of me that gets so freaking excited for all the goodies that are hidden in it. Another part of me goes, oh, great, that's how I'm gonna spend the next 18 hours. Whatever, it's a labor of love. Because I'm telling you, just in the production design, the quirky props, the weird bureaucratic layout of the TVA, every aspect of this show looks like it was informed by some humorous Douglas Adams style choice. You're gonna see a lot of parallels with Rick and Morty. That's because a lot of the writers on this show, they're trying to make a Rick and Morty type show within the MCU. Now, just to answer some questions right out the bat, this female character that Loki is sitting with, a lot of people are like, is that Natasha Romanoff on Vormir? Is Loki gonna resurrect Black Widow or save her from an alternate timeline? No, this is not Scarlett Johansson. This is Sophia DiMartino's character, whom many of us believe to be a female version of Loki called Lady Loki from the comics. That's kind of the incarnation Loki becomes after the Ragnarok event in the comics. This isn't going to be an exact adaptation. There's probably going to be a lot of different comic influences that are brought in here. But notice how in this trailer they talk about, do you trust this Loki variant? Which suggests there could be infinite different Loki variants out there now in this multiverse. And that one of those variants could be this Lady Loki, could be the antagonist of the series. But before we continue, thank you to Bang Energy for sponsoring this video. Every can of Bang Energy has 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugars, and 0 artificial flavors. Each 16-ounce can contains 300 milligrams of caffeine, super creatine, CoQ10, and BCAAs. I am sipping on Rainbow Unicorn, not like those Thundercloud unicorns, the unicorns that make you feel happy when you sip them. It's just sweet and light, like you're on the back of a unicorn leaping over a more depressed unicorn. I honestly rely on Bangs when I'm shooting those early morning after shows, and I don't want my eyes to look like I'm half asleep. When I'm trying to break down these Easter eggs, I need my mind to be alert. Check out Bang on Instagram. You can get 10% off your order at bangenergy.com when you use the code NewRockstars10. Rainbow! There you can buy a variety pack of Bang Energy or grab a 12-pack of Citrus Twist, Bangster Berry, the new Delish Strawberry Kiss. Use my code NewRockstars10 and receive 10% off your Bang Energy order. That's code NewRockstars10 for 10% off. It's also interesting that the TVA blames Loki in particular for breaking the timelines. They kind of identify that as the nexus point, him stealing the Tesseract and escaping from the Avengers time heist, as if everything else the Avengers did was okay. Whereas no, I mean, Captain America supposedly returned all the stones somehow to their point in which they were taken, which we already know that would have been hard enough to pull off. But Thanos, all of his army, they disappeared from the 2014 timeline in order to fight the Avengers in the main 2023 timeline. So there's a whole timeline that exists where Thanos doesn't exist, but maybe the TVA identifies that as like the first kind of screw up that happened that was unable to be patched. So they're hoping that the God of Mischief, who seems to be a character who might be a Nexus being, as you know, it was suggested about Wanda Maximoff in WandaVision, he might be kind of detached from all different timelines, and that's why Owen Wilson's character, Mobius, identifies him as a good asset in order to patch everything back together. Yeah, I'm loving this timeline screen. Yeah, the one that they focus on is kind of splitting off further. You can tell that there are several others that are snaking off that looked like they were doing that before Loki's snaked off. So it wasn't so much Loki, it was the entire time heist that did this from Endgame. And they're just blaming Loki because they're the ones that they can get their hands on, but also the one who could practically help them fix it. So initially it seems like Loki's helping the TVA try to capture this rogue variant who's further screwing everything up in the time stream. And that investigation leads them, it looks like, to a Renaissance fair. You can see a booth there that says Festival Maps. And then to this supermarket Roxcart, which could be a futuristic supermarket like By and Large in the Pixar WALL-E movie. Inside this place there's like a gaming section and mentions like alien gaming, which just seems like a very Rick and Morty thing. I love it. But during this collaboration, Loki escapes, and that's where the madness begins, because we know the show is going to feature Loki jumping around to different points in history, affecting them, kind of filling in the gaps of historical mysteries we knew about. So in the previous trailer, we know that he's going to be DB Cooper. That's the mystery plane hijacker who demanded $200,000 up in Oregon, hijacked a flight to Washington, and then jumped out the middle. His remains were never found. The answer to that mystery? Loki. And then, as I pointed out in the last trailer, there was a place that Loki was at where it said 79 AD, and making me think that that could be the city of Pompeii. And there is a shot in this trailer where Loki seems to be standing in a volcanic eruption, just going like, you almost got me. This script of everything Loki has said in his life is so funny to me, because I kid you not, this is a guy I would be in the MCU. I try to keep a list of everything every character says so I can use it against them in future theories. So if, like WandaVision, this show kind of makes fun of the nerds who look too much into things, I'm here for it. And based on what we know from these other trailers, in some of this alternate timeline meddling, we might be visiting a timeline where Loki's able to become president of a post-apocalyptic Earth. We also know that he's revisiting the 2012 Battle of New York. Maybe there's a version of that timeline where he's victorious. The Chitauri army dominates the planet, and then in that aftermath, Loki's able to become president, or at least runs for president. There's like a comic series that inspires that as well. So I've said it before, this is kind of the wacky time heist that I wanted the second act of Endgame to be. Endgame was kind of restrained by its own story arcs, and I understand that. I don't fault it for that, but I kind of want to just live in the madness of when people screw with history, and that's what this Loki show is giving me. It's gonna feel like Doctor Who. It's gonna feel like Quantum Leap and Rick and Morty in all the best ways. So a schedule update here. I am gonna do a frame-by-frame breakdown of everything in this trailer. I feel like there's so many clues here, but this is a big one. It's gonna take me a lot of time. We have a couple other projects that we have to get to first, including a full breakdown of Godzilla vs. Kong. I love that movie, and I love the breakdown we did of it. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. And a few other things, so just give us some patience. This breakdown will be out soon. In the meantime, you can check out our new Anarchy Assembled shirt at our New Rockstars merch store, newrockstarsmerch.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EAVoss. Follow New Rockstars, and we'll see you next time. Bye.